Hello and happy Sunday. We are nearing the end of March. This is the end of I guess this is the last weekend that I am vlogging, which is absolutely mad that we've made it this long. I definitely don't think I've stuck with something for an entire month in a really long time. I have so many vlogs that I intended to carry through for the period of a month, including I tried like veganism in February for a period of time and then fell off the bandwagon. Just some different things that I've started and then been like, I actually don't have the capacity to keep this up. So I think the thing that motivated me to keep this going as long as I have this month is that obviously it's for charity. Some people are running, some people are baking things, some people are hosting quiz nights, all which are incredibly impressive that people have been able to do these things. For me, I definitely wanted to showcase kind of what living day to day as someone with endometriosis is like, and I don't know if I did a necessarily good job of that. There were times where I was obviously in pain and times when, you know, I seemed fine or I just seemed stressed or I was dealing with the pain of like having a fever from having my vaccine. But I don't think that my endometriosis is awful right now. I had surgery back in August, and after that surgery I have felt a lot better day to day in general. Like, I respond really well to surgery, so I have been doing okay, and the only real flare-up that I've had was when I was admitted to hospital in February with a ruptured ovarian cyst. Besides that, I've kind of been doing good, so I don't know if I really accomplished what I set out to with this. But at the same time, I guess I have, because I am a person with endometriosis, and if surgery worked for me and I am doing better, then that's showing the benefit of having that surgery. I think I've spoken to so many people, I've seen so many stories over this month about people who we've now been dealing with COVID for a year, and people who were nearly there on wait lists to have laparoscopies for endometriosis who now have been waiting for over a year, or even longer than that, sometimes 2 years, 3 years, because they were already on really extensive wait lists before COVID hit, and now it's just added to that. I think my experience of being better right now after surgery maybe showcases that it is entirely necessary that these surgeries go ahead and they aren't looked at as elective as they are. Obviously there are very serious operations that need to happen out there, so our resources have been stretched thin because of COVID, but I think in general laparoscopies and excision surgery for endometriosis isn't something that you should have to be waiting years to get, because the endometriosis does get worse and your quality of life seriously goes down the longer you have to wait for these surgeries. I've had an improvement in my quality of life in general since I've had that surgery, and I know that it will come back at some point, so I'm trying to make the most of the time that I've got, which is why maybe I seem a bit like frantic, serious and anxious on here. I think part of that comes from the fear of living with a chronic condition that can flare at any moment and just completely knock you on your back. I think that's maybe the other thing that we don't talk about as much with endometriosis or chronic conditions in general, is that you are literally living day to day in the sense of like, I'm literally having to respond to whatever my body is wanting to do on that day, and then hoping what I've done is enough to cover if the next day I wake up, or you know, at lunchtime I suddenly get stabbing pains and can't stand up, or have to take pain medication so I can stay out of hospital with severe pain. So because of those kind of things happening, it makes you kind of feel like you need to overdo on the days you are feeling capable and you are doing okay, because if you don't do everything you possibly can on that day, then you have the days that you have to sit back and take care of yourself and your body, and you're just thinking about, why didn't I take advantage of that time when I was doing well? I don't know if that makes sense. I do know that that is a problem that I really struggle with endometriosis and chronic illness, and I'm sure it resonates with other people who don't have endometriosis and have other conditions, even chronic fatigue syndrome. Like, that's the kind of thing that I imagine it is so frustrating, because it'll just flare and that's you. And other people maybe who haven't experienced that, it's really hard to explain to them where that panic and that anxiety comes from. Hopefully this showcases that a little bit, and if so, then I have done what I set out to do. Thanks for watching as ever, and you know, donating over this month. It's been really kind of you all to like, to subscribe, to share, to comment, to donate. Any way that you've engaged with me over this month in my efforts to shine a light on endometriosis and do this thing for Endometriosis UK over the month of March has really meant so much to me. It's, yeah, every time I get like a notification in my inbox that somebody has liked a video or has commented on a video, I'm absolutely thrilled. So I haven't gone through and commented back to everything that people have said yet, but I will do that before the month is through. I'll go back and respond to your comments. I just have been trying to keep up with the recording and editing and posting, which is all new to me this month, but we're almost there, and I do appreciate you sticking this out and watching. It's really meant a lot. Take care of yourselves on this, I guess you're seeing this on a Monday. I'm going to go have a relaxing Sunday once I edit yesterday's vlog, and yeah, chill out. Okay, see you, bye. Too bright. Oh, the light is too bright.